Hey there, Campus Crashers, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Project Zomboid Rescue, Episode 8, Book Browsing. Alright, I like the hour. Way more reasonable. Oh, these are still fresh cooked, that's fine. What I do not have is a spare backup weapon. I'm not sure I own one. No, baseball bat will work. How are you getting bored? You woke up like 5 minutes ago. Are you bored with life? If you're bored with life, I can fix that by feeding you to a zombie. I am going to take the car, knowing that it's probably going to have zombies hear the car, because the car is not that quiet, and come mess with me. But I don't really want to walk all the way over there. I'll park the car at the intersection with the trashed vehicles, where I stopped looting. You wonder if we'll get zombie dogs? I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, once they introduce, Patch 42, one of the unintended consequences, or one of the benefits, really, of Patch 42, which is the NPC farming animal patch, is that once the game introduces the concept of farm animals, it's going to be a lot easier for modders to then introduce the concept of zombie animals, right? Because it's the code base will already exist for it, more or less. Which means even if they aren't officially added in, it would be very, very easy or much easier for modders to add them in themselves. Which could be cool. Could be very scary, but, you know, I've already played some of these series with sprinters on, so wouldn't be too much different than having sprinters, I suppose. Oh, you got a leather jacket. You wonder what the impact it will be? I don't know. Zombie cow? That sounds scary. Count me out. So I don't remember where I left off looting, so I'm just gonna kind of check them all. I also, so that I highly doubt I would forget, but I'm gonna mark down where I parked. Can't picture a situation where I'm like, oh god, where's my car? Or, dude, where's my car? Well, while I'm slaying, if you guys want to ping PZ questions off of me, feel free. Oh, I see a duffel bag. That lady in green right there. She has my double. Perfect. If I'm not mistaken, a riding helmet... Oh, 0 insulation? Maybe that's better than my hard hat. Yeah, at least for the summer. Come on now. Actually, it's so easy to find hard hats, I'll just give them the hard hat back. During the summer, you want clothing that offers virtually no insulation, so I'm wearing desert military boots, which aren't insulating, and now a helmet, which is not insulating, because being hot and being protected are on opposite scales with one another during the summers. Wearing layers keeps you protected, but also keeps you very overheated. Yeah, I did just stick my sweaty hard hat on a zombie. It'd be a cool feature that, like, if you properly stealth the zombie, you could put, like, your own clothing on it to make it smell like you, so that other zombies would attack it. Where'd Duffel Lady go? I'll double back for her in a second. I'm just checking these bodies. Alright. Duffel Lady, I'm coming to find you. I want to be Duffman. For real, where did she go? She must have dove in like a house's window or so. Oh, another fragment. I'm getting lucky with those. Also, these crits, I could be doing worse. More beta blockers, that's delicious. My favorite drug. Oh, Duffel Lady, where art thou? Well, now that I have a new thing of beta blockers, I'll take some. Nothing like prescription drug abuse. Just kidding. But hey, in the zombie apocalypse, if your heart's racing a little fast and you feel a little panicked, beta blockers might be something nice to take. All right, we got metalwork mag, not bad. Word search. Already read that magazine. Oh, there she is. She went a few blocks down. Probably don't want to take muscle relaxers, though. Yeah, probably not. Being this close to the houses, I'm sure, has pissed the occupants of the houses off pretty badly. But I do have the double bag. Not only that, but the duffel bag came with its own cigarettes. I can get behind that. The only issue with it is it's black, so I can't see it in my UI, like, at all. There's a mod for that. Not that I'm gonna, like, stop the game and install the mod, but that's kind of funny. I'm hoping to trade up to even better storage. So the difference here is, where's the duffel bag? Duffel bag has a capacity of 18, encumbrance reduction of 65, and the school bag has a capacity of 15, encumbrance of 60. So it's marginally better, but better enough that it's worth grabbing. Oh my god, this black bag is actually... It's not great. To try to drag and drop items to it. Yeah, it's getting pretty annoying. Is this outbreak contained to the area? You know, there's a a bit of a debate about the lore of whether or not it is contained. So that's a very fine question. And I think the answer is no, it's not, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know a lot of PZ lore. I'm more play the game, discover the lore, rather than discover the lore through, like, wikis. But if you watch enough of the shows and you listen to enough of the radio, you're sort of clued in over time as to what's going on outside the exclusion zone, let's call it. Yeah, power plant water has failed while it was running, so no, it's not contained. That's a fair argument. Power and water is local. I remember reading about the lore of whether it's contained or not at some point. I just don't recall what I read. They could be cutting power and water off on purpose. I mean, it does seem like the helicopter pilot is trying to get you killed by hovering over you to murder you. So yeah, I mean, it's believable that they want you dead. So you can't be infected in, like, breach perimeter or something. Well, it's already kind of late in the day, but fortunately I got a later start. I'm hoping to be able to get to the library today. So I think, given the size of the library, I'm going to find the magazine. Granola bar. I will eat that. Oh, someone snuck up behind me. Sorry, video game. I'm trying to level my electrical. Or a little video game. Getting shredded by mean old me. What mobile device era are we in? I'm trying to think. 93... Is that original Game Boy era? Or are we already into, like, Nintendo... like DS1. I never really owned any of those, so I just don't know. 93 was like original, or Snake on your Nokia. Original Game Boy, alright. Oh, a spare diamond pattern sweater. Always pick those up. Because if it does properly protect you on the neck, it's going to be shredded. So unless you're a really high-level tailor, worth fixing. So this is one of the buildings, one of the two buildings that I want to enter into. I would like to try to sneak into this one here to see if I don't have to come back tomorrow. Oh, so Game Boys came out like the start of like they can't. So they're out 2 days after the infection hit. Ah, maybe Nintendo's to blame. Now we know the source of the zombie virus. It was a brain worm from playing video games. I should have looked for, like, a light switch. Ah, here's one. I feel a little safer being able to, like, actually see. Someone followed me in. I hear you. Actually, maybe you're not following me. Maybe you're just nearby. I'm not going to go looking for him. I just have to be careful. Okay, we're here for magazines. So in terms of the books that I've looted, I have all really the books that I want. In this series, I'm not going to bother with fishing, foraging, trapping, and I highly doubt I'll ever read First Aid 2, or farming for that matter. So that means, like, there might be a reason to get cooking and carpentry 4 and 5, because cooking and carpentry are easier to level than the other skills due to the life and living. So I'll bother with that, but those are the only books that I'm going to get that are 4s and 5s. I just grabbed one of those. Okay. Hey, Guero, thank you for the resub, man. Please have it. I should have ran a prediction of whether or not they'd be here. No. I guess magazines are pretty lightweight if I have multiples. Ah, we could do cookie dough. So many magazines that I'm not looking for. Kind of painful. I think that's a second copy of that. The complete fishing guide? What did I loot? I wasn't even paying attention. I'll just grab them all and sort it out later. Alright, carp 5. So I just need cook 5. So I now have carp 4 and 5. Yeah. And I picked up cooking 4. So cooking 5 is right in front of me. So yeah, I'm done with books. Entirely. All books. Don't need. Cool. I am getting encumbered. That calls for junk food. Or baked chicken. Come on, game. How to use generators! Woo! We got it! Alright, so I don't have to come back. That was what was important. I didn't want to have to return here. Which means, oh, actually, yet another one. When it rains, it pours. Which means, you guys are going to decide what I do tomorrow. So, I can explore, organize gear, clear it around the warehouse, go to a point of interest, read, skill grind, or viewer suggestions. Now you can decide. While I'm here, I'm just going to loot more magazines because I can always set them on fire and keep the hearth stoked back home. So I think tons of these are... I know that they're like duplicates. It's just lightweight, so I don't care. Alright, let's get home. Having successfully found the generator magazine. So one thing I don't yet have for reference is multiple generators. I mentioned that because I don't have a generator at the gas station to be able to power up the gas station. So if the power does run out, it's going to be a little annoying. Possible to get gasoline, but I would have to take the generator from my base, move it over to the gas station, pump the gas, move it back to the base. It'd be really, really obnoxious. I didn't fully clear out the... I didn't fully clear out the self-storage facility that I found the generator in, so there's quite likely another generator there. It would not surprise me if that was the case. Which would be one possible point of interest to go to. Another possible point of interest to go to would be to try to find VHS tapes to be able to level up my carpentry. Because in order to supply utilities for myself, I need a generator with a generator magazine, and I got that now. And I also, ideally, to be able to do plumbing, need rain barrels. Now I can find rain barrels. There's rain barrels that you can loot. So there's a garden supply store here in Louisville that has rain barrels, and then also the military checkpoint has rain barrels too, which I could just grab. Alternatively, what is sometimes a little bit easier, just making your own rain barrels, which means leveling up carpentry. And leveling up carpentry means also maybe using VHS tapes, because it makes it very, very easy to level up. Right, buddy? Since I have a generator before the power goes out, exploring, collecting meat from fridges, well, that would be a viewer suggestion. That's why option number 7 exists, is something that I don't have offered. Can always be voted on by proposing your own. And I guess what I'll do is put a little red X here, because I did fully loot that section. Not that I think it was important to mark it down. That'll be back that way. That was actually pretty smooth. I didn't run into too many hiccups. I mean, I had to kill, I don't know, like 100 or so, but it honestly could have been worse, given that this is Louisville. Louisville. Yoda's a comfy doggo. He sure is. Sitting on his plush beds. Lap luxury, that one. Alright, let's see. I am going to actually care about my library a little bit. I say that because what I'll do is I'll keep one of every type of magazine in it, and burn the others as their dupes. So all the other magazines I have in my inventory right now are duplicates, I think. Is it Angler? Yeah, the Angler's unique. And then I'll probably want to start reading them too. Okay, I did that right. What about my backpack? My very, very invisible backpack. Oh, that zombie followed me home. Naughty little zombie. You will learn what happens to looky-loos. They get smashed. Alright, and then this book... Oh, this had magazines too. Shoot. Alright, so this shelf... I'll start organizing because I know you guys are like memeing that I never organize. I'll put all of the non-unique readables, legibles there. So you guys want me to go to a point of interest? So where should I go? To fetch VHS tapes, to fetch rain barrels, to fetch more generators, or other viewer suggestions. The choice is yours. Am I going to have to eat a whole stick of butter to get my weight turned around? What I think it's going to be easier to organize by like dumping all of my magazines in here, and then whenever I need a fuel source, plucking out a duplicate. so that I don't go insane in the process. Also kind of funny that I have, like, empty fanny packs on me. Like why? Well, why is that important? I should probably keep tools in there. You know, in my front fanny pack, I'll have the, or no, in the back one, I'll have the repeater sources. It'll be my special little fanny pack. And then in the front one, I can keep scissors, sure, and a lighter. All right. Well, let's go ahead and read the how to use generators. Went to all that trouble. And then because when you mouse over a magazine, it will tell you whether or not you've read it or not. It's a really easy way to keep track of the magazines you've read. Because magazines, unlike books, don't have a prerequisite material. Like, I can't start reading Mechanics 3 until I'm finished with Mechanics 2, which means I'd have to be finished with Mechanics 1. But magazines, you can... They're not subsequent order or anything like that. Looks like you guys want me to find some more generators. Back to the self-storage. So that I can power up the base and the gas station. Keeping the darkness at bay. I like it. Did I eat all my chicken? Okay, my weight is still dropping like a rock, so let's do something gross. I will have a whole thing of honey. You know what I need is I need to find ice cream. Ice cream will turn my weight around pretty quickly. And because the power is still running, it would not be too hard to find ice cream. And also, like, drink pop instead of water. Basically, speedrun diabetes is how to gain weight. Current priority, get more generators. Okay. The 2 gas cans I have on me are partials. So I'm going to stick them in the car in the morning. Well, one's a partial, one's just empty. Is it more dangerous to go out at night? Yeah. You have far less visibility, and the zombies don't really care so much about visibility, so it is more dangerous. Again, and I know I've said this to you, but with the caveat, it really depends on server settings. Some servers will have it that zombies are less observant at night, and some will have it that they're like sprinting crackheads at night, right? Like, or during the day, right? Like, there's a bunch of... You can custom tailor your Project Zomboid experience so much that, you know, if you wanted to do an I Am Legend, you could do that. If you wanted to have them all slow and stupid, where it's like more like Shaun of the Dead, you could do that too. Like, and everything in between. In fact, in Project Zomboid, surprisingly enough, you don't even need zombies. You could just turn them off. So if you're like, hey, you know what? I want to build a nice little cabin in the woods and go fishing and trap for bunny rabbits, you could do that too. Nothing stops you. All right, it's kind of 2 in the morning, so yeah, I should probably sleep. What's the range of the generators? For sound or for power? I think it's... Okay, I'm going off of memory, but I think for sound it's 10 cells, and for power it's 30 and 10 stories or something like that. 5 stories? Let's see. I'm looking it up now. Any device within a 20 tile radius, so 40 diameter. Yep. And then I think it's like 10 floors up, something like that. But 20. 20 in any radius. I like how I read a map while I was descending. So the self-storage that I am going to return to is the building here. I guess I'll mark it down with arrows. So that's where I'm headed. And I think I'll take the car, because generators weigh a lot. And if I find generators, because I might want more than one, I'm absolutely going to need a car to transport them. 10 floors up. Are there any high rises? The highest is maybe like 7 floors, I think. Or 8 floors, depending on how you count. And yeah, there were some 8-floored buildings. But next patch, correct me if I'm wrong, but next patch I think they're uncapping that significantly up to like 32 floors or something. I forget exactly. I vaguely remember reading like months and months and months ago that at some point they're going to be introducing basements, subterranean flooring, and then also floors that go way above like 10 stories or 8 stories, whatever the cap is now. Above and below ground. All right, let's take a look at the skills. Carpentry is 2 and change. Cooking, electrical is pushing level 2. Metalwork's about a half. Sewers would be cool. It'd be like The Strain. I actually really like that show. Didn't get nearly as much love as I thought it was due. I mean, it had some goofy parts, but I really enjoyed it. But yeah, there was sort of zombies. And they were definitely in sewers. No. So here's the self-storage. Oh no, my weight! You learn to like scary after playing State of Decay Lethal. Yeah, State of Decay 2 on lethal mode is definitely is chock full of jump scares at times. When you think you're alone, then all of a sudden like you hear ferals. Oh, I'm really lucky. I like forgot my sledgehammer. But I mean, I knew that there was a sledgehammer in that box because it was there last stream. But that's convenient because for me to easily get into these storage containers, sledgehammer is kind of the tool choice. So, I believe I've cleared out the first story. So I was going to go upstairs before I do the outside. Oh, did I clear up here? Yeah, I cleared this section, but not this section. The one tool... I might still require a tire jack. I don't recall if I have one. But that would be another thing to look for while I'm popping into here. Also, the another crowbar. That's perfect. These self-storages will also typically, if you're looking for like winter clothing, because you start the game in summer, like most of the clothing stores have summer clothing. So if you're looking for winter clothing, I find that winter clothing typically spawns in the storage containers, like this one, which is really nice design, because it's like people put their stuff away for the season. How am I still losing weight and eating like Twinkies and snow globes and chips and a whole bottle of honey? Like, what the hell, man? I want this dude's metabolism. I don't care that he's been swinging a crowbar a little bit. He just had like a 10,000 calorie day, like set a world record yesterday, and is still losing weight. Do I have a flashlight? I do. I think it's... I must have put it away. Oh, what am I doing? Ah, hockey mask. I wonder if I probably can't wear a hockey mask with my helmet. Oh, I can? That's wild. Yep. Definitely that is happening. So what is my head protection then? Like, it's 100-100. And then if I lose my helmet, it's 30-50? I think. Oh, I hear a zombie up here. Oh, there's a generator. Ah, so yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Earmuffs and padded jackets. So like if you're cold, one of the other advantages of the winter clothing is you can find like long johns that cover a lot of your body, and if you add leather stripping to them, it's pretty good protection for its coverage. Does a hockey mask add protection? It does. That's why I'm wearing it. It was 30 bite, 50 scratch. But it doesn't really do anything because I'm already wearing a helmet. But if I was to be attacked and my helmet get knocked off my head, it would then still offer a decent amount of protection. Ah, shoot. Don't hit the car! Just had it detailed. Jerkwad. How did they not... What did they, like, see no evil, hear no evil? I pissed a lot off. Okay. Taking the beta blockers. Ah, it's, Buffy. She just got staked. She must have turned. Or, not staked, she got spiked. You were Jason for Halloween, you could see nothing through the mask? I can see that. I've never played hockey, but I could imagine it probably doesn't give you a very good line of sight. Alright, I could get rid of the baseball bat now. I don't need that. Everything I don't need dumped into the trunk. So I already got one generator, but I'm really hoping for two. I prefer to to have 2 generators for the base, so I can switch between them as I maintain them, and then 1 for the gas station. So 2 would be ideal. Flower of the Storm, thank you for the reset. Hitting a full year, too. Oh, I just pissed off the entire laundromat. Alright, this is going to be a minute. Oh, vitamins. Grab those later. The guy in the yellow vest might have spare desert boots. Desert military boots for me. That'd be really nice. Did he? He did. Where's the leather? Oh, there it is. Ah, beta blockers. Terrific. Who knew these zombies would be so beneficial to kill? He is pathing to me. Oh, they even have some snacks in here. Thank you for tuning in to Project Zomboid Rescue, which originally streamed live on Twitch September 14th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my gaming community on Discord, it also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow zombie slayers.